Hey, welcome back. Today we're gonna work on the shins. A lot of people get shin splints from running, from jumping, doing really active high agility sports, doing some crazy heavy work in the gym if you're on a rower or doing a whole lot of squatting, deep squatting, things like that. And so people can get stiff in the shins that really affects your ankle mobility, which is not good for injuries long term. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna loosen this up with a roller today. And this is how you're gonna go about this. You're gonna take the roller, we're gonna put it underneath. We're just gonna start doing a little bit of searching right now. It's not putting a whole lot of global weight on this at all, but I'm gonna start close to the ankle. What I'm gonna do is I'm just having my leg over here braced. I'm gonna put this one here, and I'm just gonna kinda put my ankle on top of here. I'm gonna put some pressure with my hand. I'm gonna use my hand to kind of move my leg around, scrubbing around the top of the foot, even below that ankle bone they feel on the outside of your foot. And so you can even put pressure on the foot itself, just loosening up the skin, because that relationship with the skin and the underlying tissues can be something that really does affect the blood flow, getting that good stuff in, flushing the bad stuff out. If the skin and the underlying tissues are a little stuck on each other, then it will not feel right and get really stiff. Okay, so I'm gonna keep working my way up here, and I'm gonna be kind of using my hand to push my shin into that roller and sort of twist. So I'm getting not on the bone by pushing into the front. This muscle, this long muscle goes in front of the shin here. Okay, that's the goal here. I'm gonna try to push and mash that into the roller. If you got a roller that's got some good texture, that's best. I'm just gonna keep mashing into this and keep getting some more pressure. So I'm working my way up here. And as you get higher, you might find some spots are a little bit more sensitive. And so if I'm going directly on it, I can get some decent pressure, but I can get more movement if I grab the ankle down here and I actually move my leg. Then I'm really tugging on that skin and I'm able to fully relax. If I find a spot that just doesn't feel great, I can stop there and I can stiffen that shin and take a deep breath. Hold, 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 and then relax. Let that air out. I can put extra pressure on that spot with my arm and get more weight into that. I can even add some movement with my ankle here. If I'm gonna add movement while putting that pressure, it sort of forces the underlying tissues to move while we're trying to mobilize this thing with deep pressure. Whenever it's a little stuck down, adding some movement at the foot is gonna help that loosen up. Okay, I'm gonna keep moving towards just above the shin here, or right at the base of the knee now. It's kind of more on the side, right where that shin and that calf sort of integrate. Okay, now I've worked through and kind of woken it up a little bit. Now I can really put the pressure into it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to prop myself up kind of on all fours. Now I'm gonna really put pressure into that. And so I can stay here and I can shift using my whole body, or I can even put that pressure down on the hand, and I'm just getting really deep now. And I don't have to move a lot. I can move my foot around, moving at the ankle again, and I can scrub that side to side, really tugging at the skin. I'm gonna work my way back down now. And that middle part can get a little gnarly. And if it ever feels nervy, like you're hitting a nerve underneath and feels weird, then stay away from it. Just move on, get to a different spot. Okay. Now once you've mobilized both sides for a couple of minutes, now your tissues are loosened up and they're ready for a stretch. So I'm gonna set the roller down. I'm gonna take a yoga mat or a pillow, or I have an ab mat here. Now I'm gonna do a plantar flexion stretch. So I've done the massage. Now I'm going to stretch it. So I'm here I got my toes on the roller. It can be on top of any kind of platform or raised surface. You just want a few inches off the ground. My knees are on the pillow, and this could even be on top of your bed if you need to. But now that roller is going to keep my toes up, keep this stretch, and now I just lean back to lengthen the system and add pressure and get a big stretch on the shins here. Okay, going through that rolling is gonna help release it, and then adding the stretch is truly gonna lengthen those fibers so that they're really nice and loosened up. Okay, this is a quick stretch here. You just do a few sets of 20 seconds. Once you got that, you should be good to go. Shins will be loosened up and ready to recover.